What our basic model is, we teach those kids how to communicate via SMS technology. Most of the problem is they're learned from childhood, they're learning sign language. Their teachers are also based on sign language, so they do not expose to an outside world. We are teaching them how to communicate, improve their better English skills, so that they can get a better job, employabilities. Because most of the best schools teach them bookbinding, pottery, and that is not somewhere you get a fixed income or a reliable source of job. We want them to be independent and get out of the NGOs and everything relying completely on. So we teach them on mobile phones. We have a proper 6-month sessions plan. Our syllabus is made, which is in collaboration with the Oxford syllabus, because the Indian NCERT syllabus is common for all the disabilities. So we have it made it based in lines with the Oxford syllabus for the deaf. That's how we teach. We have regular sessions weekly in different NGOs and schools. We are currently based in Mumbai and Delhi. We've empowered 400 kids already, and we are about to expand to Pune, Bangalore by next few months, coming months, like our target. And we aim by end of this year, we are all over India, at least the major cities. That is the basic idea what we do. The operations model is pretty simple. You have an old phone which you are not using, you can donate it to us. If it's in working condition, we will be using it to teach those kids. If it's not in a working condition, if it's dead phone, we have a company which does recycling of phones, so they will recycle the phone. And with the help of that money which we raise, we buy the new QWERTY phones, because QWERTY phones is the concept similar to laptops. And most of the jobs you require a basic thing is communication or typewriting to do the data entry jobs. That is how we are collaborating with that. And we have already employed 5 people in Mumbai who have completed their schooling and graduation but still weren't able to get a job somewhere. So since they were at home, we have employed them into our classes where you do data entry jobs. They send in mails, chat queries, admission queries, because they're all through SMS. So that is how they do that job. We have people in many BPOs who are ready to hire our kids once they're completing their trainings. And we have been associated with corporates and companies to take up our kids like that for a job. The entire process, actually, who's our co-founder, Mr. Sumit, he had started this as his in social training when he was in an MBA in SP Jain. It was done as a pilot project in Pingalwara NGO for the deaf in Punjab. Those 10 kids were trained over SMS. It happened that he used to travel, commute every day instead of by own transport with the NGO kids. So he liked to talk, interact, and he was surrounded by people who were deaf, so he couldn't speak to anybody. He just wrote on his phone, he showed it to him. The other person also replied, I am the English professor for this school. They had a 1-hour conversation. That got the idea that a mobile phone can give them a power to express themselves. Basically, they are not able to express and show them what their capabilities are. So it was done for 3 months with those 10 kids. Then there was an analysis done, research to check how the IQ level is affected. Is it improving? So you measure the IQ levels. It was around 60 before, and now it was 93 after the thing. 2 of those kids were adopted by a major because they could come out and relate to people that we want to do something we like doing. They are now national level dancers and they can interact with a lot of people. They send 100 SMSs per day. That is how the pilot was started. Then we moved on. We started a project in March in Mumbai and Delhi. We approach different NGOs and schools which are for the deaf. We have the All India Deaf Society in Delhi, which is accredited us. So we go to their schools. We have fixed 1 to 1.5 hour sessions and the entire 6 months curriculum planned. So we have sessions teaching them starting from basic English to grammar and then better communication skills. The basic problem first was initially to approach to the deaf schools and to teach them, tell them that a mobile phone can be effectively used, because it's in the Indian mindset, in the backset, that mobile phone is a toy or it's not used as a medium for education. So that was one initial hindrance we had, and the other hindrance was to approach for the funds, which we really initially, currently also, since we're not expanding much, because that is one place we need to cover up more so that we have corporate funding also to go ahead. But we've been able to cover up most of the schools already, 9 schools which are already following our curriculum, and the other schools which we start in another 5 schools we start by the end of August. So that hindrance is somehow getting reduced because people are getting used to the fact that a mobile phone can be used as a means to educate and it's not a toy or something which can be mishandled. So that was the basic hindrance.